Indeed.
Right.
So,
Yes, deployment.
amazing. So terrain first, yeah?
Yeah, sorry, terrain. Yeah, Jesus. In a day, isn't it? 3.
It has indeed. Already.
Let's pull out the terrain. You're running Lannisters, aren't you? So it's Kevin
Yep.
Crossbowman, Veteran in Guards, Naked Knights, and you've got Tywin, Tyrion, and Baelish. Okay. And my list is this one here, which is Ramsay inside Stormcrow Dervs, Jorah, said Explorer, Dothraki Vets with Blood Rider, and Flayed Men, running Baelish, Danny, and Illyrio. Okie dokie then. So. What do I want? I mean,
That is the question.
I know what I want. When do we want it is the question. But Forest, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yours?
Shockingly, I think we're going to go for a corpse pile.
Okay. Yeah, so in this particular game, the only thing I care about is nerfing the Knights of Cassie rock charges. Tywin's going to do Tywin things. I can't stop that. Blood Rider in the Vets is Recaro. So can't be weakened and has the Sentinel and Elusive Escape.
I'm probably blind for the life of me. I can't seem to see them.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, Brandon,
cool.
it is
and
your
we will
choice.
pop that over.
I'm going to put another forest down. Dancing in and out the forest is absolutely fine for me. He's going to remove his own rerolls with the Knights of Cassie Rock anyway, so I'm fine with that. Yep, cool. I will drop another forest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. And I will drop another corpse pile.
No worries. So the positioning of the two forests here kind of like negating the central land. I'm surprised he didn't go for something over in the center. But playing on the flanks doesn't bother me. I'm going to have to play quite tight initially. His NCUs and we sounded quite a problem here for me. I can't afford to be seeing back. Cool. I guess we roll for deployment.
Indubitably.
5.
Versus a 6.
Would you like to choose sides, or would you like to choose turn order?
I will let you choose sides.
Cool. I am, to everybody's surprise, going to pick this side, I think. Yeah, I'll pick this side. And we'll go for, let's ready the terrain. There we go, and I'll go for the one, the only, Explored, Jorad. We'll go here and then back 2 inches.
Fair enough.
Boink. 2 and a bit, actually. Let's go back 2 and a little bit. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Your turn.
Cool. So, we will grab the Kevin crossbows.
Okay, he's going to drop his Kevin crossbows. Maybe.
Forest block line sight unless you are touching the forest.
Put some over there.
Correct.
That's actually really good for me. So I flank left. Kind of sweep round.
Kevin here.
Could actually potentially flank right here. Because I want to kill the Knights of Castle Rock. They're the important thing. Yeah, happy?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to put the dervishes over here with Ramsay.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Guardsmen over here.
Yep. Naked guards. Donkey.
Yes.
Do you mind if I battle ready your units? Sorry.
Yes, of course.
That should be fine. If you come forward to there. 12 here. Yeah, so that's going to be out of range. So I'll come back to here. Hang on. Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. We'll go here, like so, with the flayed men.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Sounds
turn.
good. Knights of Costly Rock. Stand smack bang into the middle.
Yep. And then this unit will go over here.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Yep.
Then Saltford Guards.
Okay, so the key here is those two guardsmen on the flank well out of the fight. So I'm actually going to swing everything right hand side to deal with Cajo and the Knights of Castlereagh.
Well, best luck and have fun, my friend.
Yeah, you too, buddy. You too. We'll draw some cards and you get to choose turn order.
Indeed. So I'll draw 4 Xaterian.
Mm-hmm.
I will take the first turn.
You'll go first. Well, good luck.
Thank you, my friend. So I will take.
Don't mind. I'm gonna block crowns.
Yeah, we will take Tyrion first, and we will take the letters.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
draw 2.
Baelish crowns. Good Baelish bag.
And we are going to put a weaken on the.
That the veterans can't become weakened. Attachment Recaro prevents that.
Gotcha. Perfect. In that case, we will put that on the flayed man, please.
Yep, the flayed men become weakened. Okie dokie. Okie dokie then.
Any starts of your turn?
No starts a turn.
I will Lannister pays his debts for what it's worth.
Okay. I will Peter Baelish onto the crowns, but I'll use the let's use the bags to remove that weaken token. Your turn. Actually, you know what? I'm not. I'm just gonna panic zap the guardsman with the assault vet, please. Yeah.
Panic zap guardsman with assault vet.
So -2 for corpse pile and the crown.
Dates will be on a 9.
I just realised I forgot Reek in the list, Dustin. Oof, 3 wins.
Certainly fail and lose 3.
I've just realised, Cajo, when I've put the list together, because I'm a freaking idiot, Ramsay's supposed to have Reek in them, obviously, because he's free.
I was quite confused what that was doing, so...
It's purely because I threw the list together before the game. Oh.
Well, obviously, I am more than happy for you to just say that.
That's so bad.
I'm more than happy for you to say that you have Reek in it.
Yeah, I honestly, someone said, "See, you've not got Reek in it," and I was like, I looked at it and went, "No, you're right, I haven't got Reek in it." That's really dumb. For someone who uses the site so much, that's a mistake that I shouldn't be making. There we go. Well, what happens if you make lists about 5 minutes before playing a game?
Indeed.
There we go.
Awesome. Cool. Alright, so we've Reek as well, who can panic everyone within
short on the risk of killing himself.
Yeah, makes sense.
We'll I'll change the list after the game. I'll put in the correct list.
Yeah, all good. Cool. Alrighty. So which now leaves me with the decision of what do I want more, money bags or horses?
Yes.
They're both quite handy to me. To be honest, I think we are going to go. Well,
yeah, so I'm thinking of probably just passing Illyrio here. I want the Danny to come down to remove the token.
Yeah, we're actually going to play it that way. Littlefinger on the horses, but taking money backs.
Okay, cool. Just healing the 3 up, yeah.
Yeah.
I will activate Illyrio and pass.
Sure.
Your turn.
Sounds good to me.
I like the the bags and swords being open here. He's got the range unit. I've got a range unit, but it allows me to potentially take advantage of the board spate. I need to be careful here because he can just kill Ty. He can use Tywin if he really wants, just to kill me on Jorah. So I have to be very careful when. I mean, Tywin bomb coming down is going to hurt me a lot. That's what matters.
Interesting.
My hand is pretty jank as well this round. Overrun and double unstoppable is pretty fucking terrible. Which is fine that I didn't go
I'm gonna
first.
quickly
Because
check
just
some
throw away all the
distances.
cards. That's absolutely fine for me.
Just throwing their location.
Yeah, it's fine.
We have a pivot, we have a this, but even with pivot and then a shift, we're not really going to get into anything too significant with that short of a move. But to move up the full 5, it's barely a difference. Actually, it does matter. But nothing too significantly, but that does put me within threat range of Deflatement, which I'm not overly fond of.
Yeah, Ilya, the thing is, like, you're probably not wrong, per se, except it's a massive, like, risky thing. Because he's turning off all abilities and things on round 1. Like, none of the others does anything.
Well,
and I've got
we're going to move
like,
up Cavan.
the only thing that matters.
I'm not sure if this is the right play, but we will.
Jorah. Right, so I'm going to have to block swords here.
See what happens.
Could choose not to block swords. Yeah, I do like. There's another option here that I do have. Yeah. See. Happy?
I am indeed.
Cool. I'm just gonna do a quick. Clearly in range. Question is, how far in range are you? Cool. Okie dokie. I'll activate Jorah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move 6 to here. And then check here. Store 2 inches this way. All good. 2 inches this way. Should be all good as well. 12 to here. And I reckon if I pivot like so, or can recall. And I don't believe you can see me if you shift sideways. And I don't believe you can see me if you shift back either.
Certainly seems that way.
Yep. So check the other one before. Cool. I'll go there. Your turn.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Okay. Lannister Guardsmen with the Assault Veteran. They are going to move backwards, actually.
Okay. Cool. This is completely fine for me. They're taking themselves out of the game, which is kind of what I want. Yeah. This Great for me. Cool. I am going to I'm going to activate Ramsey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to put myself about here. Shuffle around a bit more. End about there.
Staying outside of my range.
Outside of the shift, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That should
Sounds good to me.
just about do it. Let's go in there. Your turn.
Cool. Guardsman going to do the exact same thing.
Yep. Yeah, so those 2 Guardsman units are just taking themselves out of the game. My objective has to be the Knights of Castle Rock and the Lancer Crossbow. Okie dokie. My veterans are going to come it's actually interesting, isn't it? We'll go 6 to there. Then no. We will all in all finish here. Actually, no. I don't like that. Don't like that at all. The Blood Riders are going to come. Not Blood Riders. Recaro Vets. Oh, none of these are nice moves, are they? I suppose we just do this, I think. Optimal play. 6 to here. Then pivots. And then they'll come forward to about here. Again, I'm just looking to be outside the shift 2 forward.
Of course, yeah.
In the forest here. Yeah, so come a bit further forward. They're going to end about here. Might be I come a little.
So that's it for them, yeah?
Yeah, I think they're
Yep.
still outside there, still outside there. Yeah, I'm going to end there.
Excellent. When they're done, I will see their flaws.
See their flaws, panic to vulnerable.
Cool. I will activate the Knights of Castle Rock.
Yep.
They are going to pivot.
Yep.
They are going to move.
Mm-hmm.
Have a 5-inch move if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I might die in one shot here. Be disappointing if I do.
Cool.
But yeah.
This looks like it's an auto charge, but we'll just see if I get rerolls or not.
Yep. Hindsight should have been positioned on the on the wood. Bit of a mistake there. Yeah, your rerolls.
We do indeed.
So the key here is to bring the Flayed Man in. Because
Go
he
here.
can't move after this.
So
Do
no
you mean
bonuses
he's
to
dead?
save.
He's dead.
And we are going to go. So,
Yep. 10
do
dice.
you have anything that you want to play?
No.
Cool. 10 dice on 3s.
10
Rerolling.
dice on 3s are the rerolls.
Rerolling. It's a pretty good roll.
9 hits.
9 indeed.
On 6s.
Mm-hmm.
1. Would you like to vulnerable it?
Yeah, go ahead.
9.
Cool.
And then a panic.
At -1.
Yep. There's the crit fail. Dead.
Oh man.
You score a victory point. And you may
I
search
do
for.
indeed. Do indeed. That is a fascinating turn of events.
Hey man, happens.
It is indeed.
That was really bad.
It does indeed. Okay.
That's really bad for me. So I'm going to have to do something pretty major now to try and recover that. It's going to happen though if you can crit fail panic tests. Starting hand is gash. I should have just played much more defensively. With swords and with bags open.
All right. And that is...
I now can't take the risks that I want to play in the same way that I would want to. Okie dokie then.
now start your turn. Do you have anything you want to play?
No start turns from me. No start turns from me.
Cool. Just debating whether I want to play something. Nope, I'm good.
You good?
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to activate Danny. I'm going to take the swords.
Sure.
And Danny's going to influence the Flame Man, removing the weaken token.
Nice.
Your turn.
Sounds good. Good. Simon is going to go on moneybags, but I don't believe I get anything out of it.
Yep. Cool.
Is that and now so wait a minute. They have a 5-inch move, so it would be a 4-inch charge if you want. If they were to go this direction, if they were to go here, it's approximately boom and be about a 2-inch charge. You know, I think we're going to do it. We'll predictable maneuvers.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. I should have said something. Doesn't matter. I was going to.
Did you want to play something?
The scout openings, Kevin.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
But,
Go right
yeah.
ahead.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'm guessing you're selecting this unit?
Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to do an action.
Cool. In which case I get 1 attack, maneuver, or retreat.
Yep.
Alright. And scout openings gives me vulnerable, yeah?
No, rerolls and precision against you.
Oh, I see. Okay. Selecting Kevin, of course. Rerolls and precision, probably going into him then. So we are going to maneuver Kevin.
So I think I have to go into the side of the Flame Man here. Which is not great for me. I have to open with swords rather than crowns. I'm going to get shot in the rear. I have to kill a unit soon, though. If I don't kill a unit soon, I'm going to suffer real hard. I need swift repositions to come out. He's got counterplots. This is a really bad game right now for me.
Alright.
Turns out I should have just played this vets much safer. Cool. Rightio then. My turn, yeah?
Yep.
Cool. So I will go 5 with this unit to here.
Mhm.
And then declare a charge here needing a 3.
Sounds good.
That's a good point. That's a 3 plus? Yeah, we'll go for this 3 plus. Yeah.
Mhm.
Absolutely fine for me. No. I end there. I take a panic test.
I mean, I have to move back to
No,
stay outside
you
range.
never move as the defender.
I see.
And I pass the panic check on a 6.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
And that's the end of the round.
It is indeed. I'm not going to discard any cards. I'm just going to draw back up to 4.
I'm going to discard all 3 of my cards and draw 3.
Fair enough. Good starting hand, eh?
Yeah, really, really impressive starting hand for me.
Excellent.
Okie dokie then. Right. Four cards in hand, yeah.
Yeah.
Okie
Do you
dokie
have
then.
anything you would like to play start of the round or start of turn?
Not start of round, I'm thinking about starts of turns.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Okay. Start of turn, I'm going to pop Ramsey's order.
Mm-hmm. Well, we panicked and you take a wound on a 6.
No. Specifically, you kill Theon on a 6, which is even worse. So, yep, that'll be me. My start of turns.
Cool. I'm considering if I want to go for one.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
So Jorah has 3 wounds.
Yes.
This really would be fascinating. I think I'm going to be very blunt that this could be a giant misplay. I'm very new to Tywin, and I do want to get a feel for him and see when is the perfect time. But this feels like a pretty good time to do it. So I'm going to pop Tywin.
Okay.
I'm going to select these guys. I'm going to select these guys.
Sure.
Ability-wise, I'm going to put all of the other abilities onto Jorah.
You resolve them one at a time.
Correct, yes. Oh, do I also choose the order one at a time?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
So you choose all the targets, and then you choose the order you resolve them in.
Interesting, I see. And I would choose one, resolve it, choose one, resolve it.
Yes.
That makes him a lot better than I thought. That is excellent. Okay. Well, first and foremost, I am going to shut off all of the abilities on the Flayed Man.
Yep.
Jorah is going to become vulnerable,
Okay.
and then he's going to take 4 hits.
Is it 4? Is it? I thought it was only 3. Oh,
It's
wow.
4 hits.
It's 4 hits. Yeah, wow. That was my misplay, my misreading on that. You're going to vulnerable any misses here, right?
I am indeed.
Yeah, he's
Not that it's
dead
needed.
anyway. Another victory point for you.
It is.
How to lose a game in 2 rounds.
And yeah, in which case I think we are going to panic. Yeah, we'll panic the flayed men.
Yep.
And we'll make them take a panic check as well.
Currently passing on a 7. Their morale is 6.
The morale is 6. I could use the reroll now, or I could save it.
This is really bad.
But there's always something that you could do. You would be losing 2, which isn't a massive deal. Going into Lannister supremacy is definitely going to hurt a lot more for you. An interesting debacle. Yeah, I'm going to save it. So you pass for now.
Okay. And they're Tywin for the rest of the game, the rest of the round.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. Okie dokie. Sweet.
Quick question.
Yes.
If I pass the timing, that's no problem at all. But can you do multiple NCU start of turn abilities?
Yeah.
In that case, if you don't mind, Littlefinger will take crowns if that's okay.
Yep. Sure, no worries. Well, I'm going to Littlefinger onto the crowns.
I am going to intrigue and subterfuge.
Okay, so when you're going to intrigue me as soon as I activate. Cool. I'll take the letters then, and I'll draw 2, and I'll put a weaken token on Kevin. Your turn.
On Kevin. Sounds good.
Yep.
Cool.
Start turn.
Start turn. I have nothing. Do you?
Yes, I'm going to Blood of the Dragon on the Flayed Man. Rip. Yeah, the misplay there of leaving the veterans out of the forest. I should have just been way more conservative with them. Losing Jorah is going to happen. I always thought Tywin's 3, not 4 hits, but yeah, losing Tywin, Jorah is definitely going to happen to Tywin, 100%. So yeah, I should have played the veterans much more carefully.
Fair enough.
Especially on a morale 6 because of the corpse pile as well. Like it's not unreasonable.
Well, I'm going
get
to go
one shot.
Baelish.
So yeah. Yep.
He's going to stand on moneybags.
Yep.
And he's going to take swords or crowns, doesn't really matter.
It has to be swords because crowns is when you're targeted by the zone. Swords is you're not targeting with crowns, you're targeting with bags. So it has to be the swords that you replace it with.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering in context of Kevin's attack.
Yeah, so Kevin, if you actually read Kevin's ability, it's when he's.
I see.
When a friendly claims the crowns, you didn't claim the crowns.
Okay.
You claim the bags.
That's very.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Good to know. Cool. Well, yeah. In that case, I'll take swords. That still works equally as well for me.
Yep. Yeah, still get the shot.
Yeah. So definitely are in range. I could shift a little bit if I want to.
I'm fine with this.
And to be honest, I think we will.
Great, but I'm fine with this.
Although, getting the crisscross again. Now it's good. There's no point moving up too much. We're just going to move up a little bit, and we're going to shoot into the flayed man's flank.
Yeah, no worries. Cool. 6 dice on 3s.
6 on 3s, only rerolls for you.
We will 3 hits. Yeah, we'll weaken that, please.
Indeed.
Still 3. 3 on my armor's 3, flank and sundering puts me at 5s.
Indeed.
1 block, 2 wounds. Panic on a 6, flank 7.
Mm-hmm.
Pass on 10.
Yep, I can. Yeah, I'm happy to let you pass.
Okie dokie. My turn. Play Blood of the Dragon onto Ramsey's unit. Start of turn.
To be honest, I think I'm actually going to counterplot that.
And counterplot that one. Okay.
So with a reroll from Baelish.
Yep.
Not that I need it.
Cool. I am going to Danny onto the crowns.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put Danny onto my flayed men, removing the weaken token, and then I'll panic check the Knights of Castle Rock on a -2 because of the corpse pile.
Yes.
Fail for 3.
Resource. Sounds good.
Okay, this he might pass over. He should pass over you. We'll see what he does here.
Interesting.
I'm gonna look to finish him off with a flank charge.
We are going to go.
I can crawl methods together, heal back as well.
The decision and a debacle right there.
I can feel control his unit. Once his unit's dead, I can bring my 2 units to try and deal with Kevin, and the 2 guardsmen aren't in the game at that point.
Yeah, Kevin
game is really hard at that point, obviously, but like,
yeah,
I can do
I'm
something.
going to attack with Kevin, just debating on whether I do it with. Yeah, I think I do it with an NCU. So Tyrion is going to take swords.
Okay.
Oh, actually. I just remembered what you told me earlier about the 3 NCU thing. If I do that, then Tywin is out of the game, which I can't really afford. Yeah, we can't really do that, to be honest. So we're actually just going to do a regular Kevin shot with his own activation.
Okay, so you're going to activate Kevin and shoot.
Yeah.
Okie 6 dice. On 4 rolls again. On 3s even. Oh.
Indeed. On 3s.
4.
4 saves.
On
nice
5s. 1, so 3. And then a panic on a 6, going to a 7.
Mm-hmm.
Fail for 2.
Cool. I will fealty to heal a crown back. So it becomes 2 + 1 from the crown.
Yeah.
So I get a horse back.
Yep. Okie dokie. I will activate Illyrio, take the swords, heal 3 to the flayed man.
Oh, nice.
Your turn.
So just confirm exactly how line of sight works. So let's say the Knights of Castle Rock were to charge onto, or charge into the flayed men. They would need to go into the front. I could move around to make the flank, but let's just say it's the front. Then I would, even if I halfway like this, Would that take me within the line of sight, or
I
does the
can't-
bolt and flamens?
I can't see through my own unit, so you can
cannot
clearly see
see.
there. For me to see anything past basically that line there,
Mhm.
I'd have to be looking through the flame men, which isn't possible.
I see. So by going there, unless you were to just fall back, which obviously you could do, but outside of a fallback, they wouldn't be able to charge the Knights Castle Rock.
Yes.
Cool. In that case, we're going to charge with the Knights.
Cool.
Going into the Flayman, we'll go into the front
Front
flank. Yep.
Okay.
See if I get rerolls.
Yep.
And considering that, I think I feel pretty safe actually going on this side instead.
So I'm going to request you do your maneuver here first, because you want to do your maneuver, otherwise you're going to shaft yourself so much.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming if I move through the corpse pile, I lose the rerolls as well.
Yes. Only on the charge action. You've got free maneuver first. The free maneuver can do whatever you want. The charge is the bit that matters.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
And then I'll roll my charge.
Yep. Yep. So again, just as a little point, you should always choose the angle of your charge before you roll the dice. I know what you're trying to tell me. You're going to angle there, because if you don't angle and you go straight ahead here, you'll notice when you hit me, you've touched the forest here. Thus, you'd give me the +1 armor.
Oh, I see. So you don't charge in and then choose to align.
No, well you do, but there's a stage before rolling the charge dice, which is a pivot.
Oh, I see.
So you can choose to charge
sense.
at that angle, which I know seems extreme. Hit me there, thus dodging any terrain, then aligning. I assume that's what you wanted to do, but it's just a
yeah. No, thank you very much. Yeah, that's exactly what the plan was.
Yeah.
No, do appreciate it. Cool. Yeah, so we'll do that, and that'll be 10 dice.
10 dice on a lot.
On a lot.
On 3s.
3s re-rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Re-rolling.
So 7, 8, 9, 8.
8 saves.
On 4s, because you've got Sundering and I'm armor 3.
Yes.
So that's only 2 wounds.
Yep, that's fine.
Get lucky there. Then a panic
wounds and
check
a panic.
on 6, which is a pass.
Cool.
Okie dokie, so they're activated. Cool. Lovely stuff. So start of turn, I'm going to spend the panic token that's on you, and I can heal 4 wounds on my own unit.
I'm going to counterplot that one.
Yep. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. I am going to Cry. That's what I'm going to do.
Hmm.
You got no cards in hand, right?
No cards.
Okie dokie.
But I will just point out that Tyrion could still
Yeah.
use this once we gain counterplot.
Yeah. No, I know. I know that Tyrion can still do that, but rip. I guess that's what I've got to say there. Absolute rip. Oh, that was a mistake. I can already count the number of mistakes I've made this game. It's pretty tremendous. I'm going to activate the Flayed Men and declare a retreat action.
Okay.
A 4. They'll come back to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then pivot. Like so.
Cool.
Your
So
turn.
to make sure I'm not getting this wrong, they are currently in this
quadrant, yes.
board half.
Yeah.
Cool. And they are 8 points.
Yeah.
So no cheeky Tywin can take that one from them.
No.
That's fine. Cool.
You can pivot on the Knights of Castle Rock if you wish to.
Yep. That being said, my first action is going to be taking the horse anyway. So.
Okay, so I'll play field control when you take the horse.
Yeah. Okay, so let's look at a shift. To be honest, I think I'm going to pop Tyrion's once per game on that one.
Okay.
Because I don't like that one bit.
You get your reroll.
I do indeed.
This is fine by me. You finally spent. I failed that one.
Which I will use.
Finally spent everything control-wise. Ooh, failed.
Oh, it fails.
So you can pick one unit to do a 3-inch shift, and well, they become weakened, and they get a 3-inch shift.
Okay.
Your choice of which unit.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be the Knights of Castle Rock anyway, just to try and make this charge a little bit more difficult.
Okay, so they become weakened.
Yeah. So I seem to be completely crisscrossed, so I'll just quickly do this and then this. It's still crisscrossed. There we go. Thank you.
All right.
So a 3-inch shift backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it has to be a 3-inch one. Oh, I think it has to be backwards, otherwise you're going to be in my flank, which I don't like one bit. We're going to do that.
Okie dokie. Okay. Restore their location.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm going to play Swift reposition at the start of my turn, and I'm going to pop Baelish's once per game. I'll pop Baelish once per game to take the horses, and then Swift reposition can do a 3-inch maneuver. and I'll end the maneuver
sounds good.
there, which just puts me on the spline, which allows me to choose which arc, which I'll go to flank, and I'll
Sounds good to
declare a
me.
charge onto the flank of your Knights of Castle Rock.
Perfect.
Yep. Aligning like so.
Mhm.
7 dice on 3s. You become panicked and vulnerable. You already are.
Not vulnerable, yes, but I'll take vulnerable.
Sorry, panicked and weakened. Sorry, not vulnerable.
Oh, I see. Got it.
I know what I meant, but that's not what I said. So 7 dice on 3s. Currently 5. That'll be 7 hits. On flank and wood cancel, so you're at +1. 0. So a 3+.
5s on 3s. Sounds good to me.
7 dice on 3s.
7, sorry.
7 hits.
Oh, okay. So that's 5, and then I'll just. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Do you want to just roll 7 dice on 3s?
Yeah, I think that would be much better. Yeah, sorry about that, mate.
No, it's okay.
Alrighty. 7 on 3s.
Taking 2.
So take 2.
And then a panic check at minus flank and court spile is -2.
So I need an 8.
Fail for 2 more.
Which we don't get, so take 2, and you can take a Lance of Supremacy, please.
Yes, at -3.
Indeed.
Pass on a 10. 7 going to 10.
Love it.
I will then just strike off as well, and I can go retreat.
Sounds good.
4. Let's come back to. Let's come back to here. Yeah.
That's you out of activations, yeah?
Yes, you may pivot on your unit as well.
Which we will do. First play is going to me. Good, cool. There we are. Cool. So the only thing I have left is I have 2 sets of guardsmen, and they are very simply just going to march up 8 inches each.
Okay.
I'll obviously do one at a time in case you have something to do in between.
I have nothing that I have. I've got no cards in hand either, so.
So 8 would be there.
Mm-hmm.
And 8 would be.
I mean, we're through the worst of it. We're through the one
that's the end of the turn.
one predictable, I think. Triple
score 2 points
flop
each.
and fail T. Yes, 2 points each.
And run flips.
Yeah, and 3 cards.
All for me.
And you're the first player.
I am indeed. Yeah, I think we have to try. I think that we have to try. Yeah. So I'm going to activate the Knights of Castle Rock first.
Okay.
Essentially a question of. Yeah, so you're going to get +1 to your save anyway, regardless whether I hit you in the front or the flank, so I might as well make your panic check a little more difficult by going for the flank anyway.
Okay.
Pivot with Knights.
Yep.
5.
Yep.
Crisscrossed. No, it's not.
And a 1+ charge.
Perfect.
Yep, you're in.
Beautiful. We are going to take. I think we'll just. No, we'll go for the back one. So we will do that there, and then we are going to go for it. So 10 dice.
Yep.
On 3s, rerolls both ways.
Yep.
Rerolling the misses. And then I'm assuming you want me to reroll the successes.
Yes, please. So 7, 6, 7. 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
7 on force.
Force. That's very bad. That's 5.
That's not great at all.
And then a
And
panic
Panic, I will play Hear Me Roar on that one.
Yeah. I'll roll this and see if it's going to be big enough. 10 is going to be enough. From 6, minus 1 for Hear Me Roar, 7, minus another 1 for Hear Me Roar, 8, flank 9.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I survive. And I'll play Sudden Retreat.
Fair enough.
So I can now do a retreat action.
Mm-hmm.
2. 7's not going to be enough that way. 7 to that is going to be enough. Let's go back. Let's go back to there. Then I'll pivot. Like so.
Sounds good.
You can pivot on your unit if you wish to.
I can indeed. Just debating. So you don't currently hold horses. Oh yeah, and obviously these guys have activated. You don't hold horses. You could take horses, which would allow you then later on to charge into the knights. Don't really fancy being rear-charged, so I think, to be honest, I'd rather open myself up to 2. Maybe I'm wrong about this, but I think I'd rather have open myself up to 2 potential flank charges than a front and a rear. Because if they both go into the, I'm pretty happy trading the knights for everything that they've done this game.
Yeah.
We will pivot like so.
Okay. Um. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Oh man, this is a horrible day to be alive.
Yeah, it's been a little rough.
Um. I'm going to activate Baelish onto the bags, but use the horses. You want to do this? Baelish onto the letters, but use the horses. Ah, no. Baelish onto the crowns and use the horses.
Mm-hmm.
5. So here.
Mm-hmm.
Your yeah, I'll go there. Your turn.
Definitely outside of range.
Yep.
One damn wound.
For me, I felt like I had to shut off crowns because he's got no remote damage now. And I feel like if I shut off crowns, it means he can't just crowns at me on a 7.
Okay.
This round is about me setting up for next round, really. I can claw back, so I get potentially 2 more points this round. He's going to try and like contest objectives and things. He's probably going to go up to like 6 or 7 points this round.
They're just going to stand on horses and do horses.
Okay. Okay, yeah, sure.
And we're just going to maneuver the knights.
This is actually fine for me. I
Now,
don't mind
again,
this.
I could be surprised, but unless I'm mistaken, I don't think that, now that the horse has been taken, I don't think that the Stormcrows can pivot this turn and still charge. So I think doing this is probably the correct choice. We'll see. Being surprised.
My turn?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to activate Illyrio.
I'm going to intrigue with that.
Cool. And I'm going to take the bags and I'm going to heal 3 to that unit. Your turn.
Makes sense. All right.
If I can get the letters here, be really nice. We'll see what he does. See what he does. Yeah, so this is how you ruin a game in 2 easy steps. Play a list for Jorah against Tywin, which I knew going into this. To be fair, both my lists had Jorah, so. But then put your vets in a position where they can just get auto in charged from Knights of Castle Rock. So yeah, strong plays from me.
Yeah. Kevin is going to activate, and we're going to do a move.
Okay.
Actually, no, we're actually going to do a march.
Okay. Okay, so this forces something out of my flame men is the problem here. Which I don't really want to do.
We're happy there.
Okie dokie. Okay. Okie dokie. Going to activate the flayed men. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to move 5 to here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to move Maybe not. Go back. Have to go wider, I think. Pretty much. Actually, I can go slightly further over because I've got a bit of playroom here. So I can go there, I believe. There we go. That ain't happening. Actually, should probably measure this distance. Yeah, okay, so 5 back to here. Oops, 5 back to here. The other option is to go that way. I'm just gonna. I was like that, wasn't I? Door location. I'm moving them anyway, so.
Yep.
Door. That wouldn't be breaking an inch. That would not be breaking an inch. So none of those positions are legal. And I'm not getting anywhere closer than that. Because I'd have to go through you to get closer than that. So we'll go. Five to here, I think. And then 10 to here, I believe. And then I could go, whoops, to here. No. I want to go there, but if I go there, let's just store you. 2 to here. You'd see me. So I'd have to go. Like there, which wouldn't be in range, so I'd have to go slightly further this way with the initial movement. Right, okay. Ugh. Ugh, okay. Or I just do this and YOLO. No, that's a really bad idea. That only ends badly. Yeah, that's only a bad idea, unfortunately. None of this is going to go well for me, is it? That's out of range. Or out of arc, I should say. And this one is out of arc. Right, yep. I'm going to end my movement there.
Cool. Sounds good.
Your turn.
Indeed.
The more I think about it now, it was a massive, massive mistake to probably use the swift retreat there early in the round.
Interesting.
Could have gone for deploying letters there. He would have shot me. But taking
So you
letters
just have 2
shot.
activations left, yeah?
Yes, yeah. I could have prevented the shot and put a. Prevented the shot or drawn letters.
These guardsmen.
Letters, in my opinion, mattered.
To be honest,
this might be a free bandit choke for me.
move.
Just gonna move.
Yeah, because I could charge you, but I lose the rerolls. But then again, so would you. And your defense is 4 up, 7 up. You can charge, so I actually could go for it, but at the same time, holding this part of the map feels a little more important than being aggressive.
Okay, I might get lucky here.
Yeah, we're going to move back a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll rotate a bit.
Now I'm gonna have to set up for a big.
Forcing you to go through the corpse
big nuke
pile.
here, unfortunately. Cool. My turn.
Yep.
Danny will go onto the letters.
Sure.
I'll draw 2 cards, and I will put a vulnerable token onto the Knights of Castle Rock.
Sounds good to me.
I may have a start turn.
Okay. I don't have one, so feel free.
Sadistic Games. No, ignore me. Ignore me. I don't. No, I don't have any cards.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Sadistic Games coming out clutch there because you can't
Tyrion
really
is
play it
going to
unless there's
activate
a unit.
and take this map for this quarter.
Yep. I am going to activate Ramsey. And come It's actually a good question, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to do the quick maths on this one. I'm gonna go here. I think. I'm just going to now, for the sake of argument, I'm just going to throw a spare tray into here. Then recall that unit. Yeah, so that's... I can get to that position within 6 inches easily, right? I can get to like here and then pivot round.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I might pivot through you, but I never actually move laterally through you. So, charge. Charge. There. That will be where I end my activation. Start of turn, I may have something.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I have nothing.
I'm going to use the order to panic.
Sure.
6, he's dead. my Theon, the guys when we play down the club, Theon always dies on the first or second attempt.
Yeah.
Should be 1 in 6, but never is. But you do become panicked on both those units.
Yeah, I do indeed.
Your turn to actually activate a unit.
Indeed. So am I currently in your rear flank then?
Yes, you're currently in my rear.
Cool. So these guys are currently unchargeable.
Yes, you can't charge my dervishes because your own unit blocks here.
Let's see if I'm able to pivot.
So you'd have to charge at that angle there. Yeah, that any of those angles are fine.
Would be a little bit of a long one. The 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it'll be a 4-up charge, so 50-50. Okay, so the way I'll align myself is... Yep, like so.
Yeah.
And then we will charge and see what happens. Obviously into the flayed one.
Yep, or 4+.
4-ups. Let's see it.
No.
No, that is fine.
6. And then you take a panic test.
Yeah, so 6 in the panic.
There you
go. Oops.
And then panic check on 8.
On an 8.
You fail for 3.
Fair enough. That does, I believe, take me into this flank of the battlefield, correct?
It takes you into this quadrant, yeah.
That quadrant, perfect. Cool. In which case, my last activation, Tywin is going to jump into this quadrant, which should mean that I hold all 4 of them.
You do indeed hold all 4. You score 4 points. Now it's about damage limitation. Fun times.
Amazing. So, next turn.
Yep.
I will discard Bribery. And I'll discard Wealth of the Rock as well, because...
I'm going to throw both Sadistic Games and draw 1. Okay. My turn?
Yep. Just going to draw cards first and see if I have anything.
Yeah, start a turn.
Start a turn. Yes, but only Lannister Pace's debts.
That's not Lannister Pace's debts.
That is not Lannister Pace's debts. You are very correct. This, however, if my mouse will be... Jesus Christ, I don't know what's wrong with my hand. Lannister Pace's debts, I'll just draw from down here instead.
Yep.
So, Lannister Pace's debts, and we are going to put that on... Probably... we'll do... Yeah, we'll do this unit here.
Yep. Cool. I'm going to activate Ramsey.
Activating Ramsey. Sounds good.
I am going to declare a charge action onto your Knights of Cassie Rock.
Makes sense.
I need a 3, literally on the nose, not 3. And I'll play Fire and Blood to get rerolls.
Sure.
On the charge. Yep. Oops. Go 100%. And on the attack, I make you weakened anyway, and I'll play Our Blades Are Sharp, so I get precision as well because you're panicked.
Sounds good.
7 dice on 3s with rerolls. Good start with all the precision hits that I got. Whoops, one of those was a 3 before it rerolled. Even though it rerolled to a 6, I'm not gonna. Right, so 6 hits.
6 hits will be on 5s.
Yep.
Six on 5s.
One of your guardsmen's just disappeared. We'll sort that out in a minute. So 5 wounds are vulnerable. Are vulnerable, please. You're 6.
Vulnerable to 6, no problem.
Yep, 6 dead.
Sounds good. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then a panic check at -2 for rear.
Get past it, that would be excellent.
That's a dead unit.
That is
6
a dead
going to
unit
7.
indeed.
6 going to 8, sorry. I score a victory point. And I can surge forth. Actually, before I surge forth, we're going to be clever here. Ready? Watch this. We're going to find that deleted unit.
That would be quite ideal.
Can I recall them? Awesome, I can. And then I can recall that unit. And what we'll do is we'll just copy this unit.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
And you were about there, right? You rolled a 2, you needed a 4. And you rolled a 2. Yep, says, there you go. You happy with that?
Yep, definitely.
And for now, I'll just put Ramsey in there to indicate the...
Yeah, that sounds good.
Somehow I don't think it's going to matter at all.
I don't think so either, but...
This comes off. And I get to do 6 inches of free maneuver. I'll go 6 inches to there. Pivot. Actually, maybe not 6 inches to there. That's really dumb. 6 inches to here.
Yeah. It's running away.
Yeah. I mean, I think this game is actually already over. But
yeah.
It's been over for some time. Yeah.
Yeah. Indeed.
I can't stop you controlling the zones with your NCUs is the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, even if you do contest one of these two, with the
you're guaranteed to score 2 points.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That being said, the Flayedmen have been a gargantuan, well, disappointment, I guess, but generally speaking, they are a gargantuan pain, so I would like to get rid of them if at all possible. Now, obviously, charging in the Guardsmen sounds like a hilariously silly idea, because 5 dice on 4s versus 2s doesn't sound very fun. On the other hand, if I do it, then that means that there are things. That being said, in total, we are just very simply going to go Baelish, not doing any Baelish things, just going onto the horse because I want to save my 5+ point NCUs for potentially taking 4.5s depending on how the turn goes. That should be just within 14 of the dervishes, and I'm pleased with this position here.
You might not get the. Just move 2 inches forward. Yeah, you do get them. Yeah. Cool.
Indeed.
YOLO. How to die in several easy steps. This is the right thing for me to do. So what I have to do is activate the Housebolt and Flayed Men.
Mm-hmm.
Move to here, I believe. So I'll come to there. Nope, that wouldn't be enough. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. And there's the problem. I have to come back further this. Then hit that pivot. Hit. Oh, that's the pivot I want to go. I want to go there, but is that enough? I'm in your 1 inch. I don't think I can do it. I'm looking to squeeze through the gap and go over here.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm just going to go here. And then.
Cool. And after their maneuver, for what it's worth, I'll just do seeing their flaws.
Yeah. And I'll go to here. And I'll pivot around like so. There's a good chance you might be able to see me if you come back here is the problem. Almost certainly. Yeah, so I'd have to pivot slightly differently. I'll have to pivot like so. There we go. So I'll go there. And that's the end of my turn, your turn.
Cool. So we'll activate. I'll activate Kevin. He's just going to do a maneuver.
This wasn't really a game for anyone watching. I lost it on round 1 pretty much. This stupid position. You're just going to you're doing a maneuver, right?
Yeah, just doing maneuver.
Okay, cool.
If I can pick up the base for some reason, which is refusing to move.
Oh, hang on.
Ah.
Try again. Oh, you'll have to finish the pivot first. That'll be why.
Ah. That'll do. I promise I'll learn this one day. We are. Yeah, we'll do something like this. Then we'll go for the move backwards.
Yep.
Nothing too dramatic. I still want to be in this quadrant, which looks like it will be anyway. Pivoting. Like so.
Yep. My turn.
Yep.
I'm going to activate Baelish. Take the crowns, but use the bags. Heal 3 to the flayed men and remove the panic token. Your turn.
Mhm. Makes sense. Makes sense. Currently, I'm holding this quadrant.
This one and this one at the back.
Yep, so holding these two at the moment. I could go for both of these with Tywin Tyrion, because I could shoot you. I need to do 7 wounds through a panic. I have rerolls, so it's possible, but definitely not guaranteed. So it's either using 1 NCU for a possible point or using an NCU for a guaranteed point. By taking this one, because if I have 5 plus 1 to each 6, you have 10 here.
Mm-hmm.
Adding on Tywin is going to take it. So I don't see any point in using Kevin for the chance the point from killing. Unless I'm seriously thinking wrong, but I think that makes sense in my head at least.
Okay.
Because these dervishes, they count for 10 points in total, correct?
Yes, yeah. 7 and 3.
Yeah, I think that's the play, to be honest. So we're just gonna soft paths with these guys moving up a little bit.
Yep. And I'll put Danny into that quadrant with Ramsey.
Sure, fair enough. In which case, I don't think I can take it anymore unless I go for 2, which is irrelevant. So that would take you to 14. I would have 12 plus Tywin. 6 plus Tywin is 12. So you'd still take it. That's fine. You can have that one, which means we can now take Tywin, go into the swords.
Yep.
Because we hold that one, and we're holding this one because I'm holding it for 9 versus 8. Yeah. I don't really take that one, but that's fine. I'm still getting the 2 points I need. And let's see if we kill the flayed one.
Yep.
So 6 dice on 3s with rerolls. I might have to spawn the dice in first, that might help. Reroll the only fail.
Yep.
That's the wrong one. So 5 successes.
I'll
just
reroll one more. Yeah. It's this one I'm looking at. That was a 1. Is a 5. So 6 hits.
6 hits.
On 4s.
Popping the vulnerable on all the successes. Yep. So
3.
Cool. And panic.
Yep. 6. Nothing.
That's fine.
Cool. I can't die then. Pass anyway.
Loves it.
And then Illyrio onto this one.
Fine. Tyrion is... Yeah, so if Tyrion, I think, takes this one, I do take it, correct? I would have more points.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Because your 6 and 3 is 9, 14, and I'm 8 and 4, which is 12.
Which I believe ends the game with...
You 2 and me 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, good game, man. Good game.
Yeah, I mean, when the vets die round 1 and you remove 10 points of my list, and it's a 30 versus 40 point game, I've got Jorah on the board, which is just Tywin does insta-gib Jorah. At that point, it's like, I've got 2 units against your 4. It's honed and, it's Here We Stand, where, having units on the board helps.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it was just, it's basically game over as soon as you killed the vets.
Pretty much, yeah. What I was planning
really
was...
stupid from me.
What I was planning was doing exactly what... I wasn't expecting to kill them in one attack, but the plan was always to go... Because I did play Kevin's other card, I forget what it's called, but the one where I get an extra attack. So the plan was to charge in, hit you, almost kill you, and then immediately afterwards, because you had 1 NCU and the flayed man left, or at least... it was 1 NCU, 1 unit anyway, I forget which one it was, then play that card and essentially just force you to delay for a bit, or I get to kill the unit. Was expecting to kill them.
You never get that combo off because I have swift retreat on the unit. So when you attack me, I can retreat away, and elusive escape gives you a weakened token on the retreat, and you can't pivot.
Oh, of course. Jeez, I forgot about that one.
So if you don't kill me, I get out, scot-free
Right.
100% of the
Yeah.
time. And then that leaves the flayed men to come into and try and attempt to kill your unit. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it was after that point. I'm not playing a commander in a list that has comeback mechanic really after that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking. I was looking at my cards, thinking I don't even know what I can draw here that brings me back into the game. Like I think
Yeah.
I think the game is now just over. And yeah, which is it is what it is. Absolutely ridiculously stupid mistake by me, and you capitalized on it, punished it really hard, did exactly the right thing. So yeah.
Fair enough. Out of curiosity, did you see any particular misplays that I did, which could have, which obviously it ended up going pretty well for me, but anything in particular I could have done better, or some misplays you saw?
Personally, I think there was. I mean, obviously I lost.
Yeah.
So like everything I talk about
Yeah.
is like from a position of I lost. But
Yeah.
I don't know why I was playing a game against 2 units.
Yeah. That's a fair
Like
point.
these were broadly speaking a pointless waste of time.
Yeah.
And if the vets hadn't been exploded, if I hadn't put the vets in a position where they could be exploded as well, I was actually just going to circle my cavalry around to this flank and just pick on Kevin and kill Kevin, because
Yeah.
I believe my 3 units and Jorah, if you will, can beat your 2 units, and the 2 guardsmen are just going to stay over here all game. But as soon as I
Yeah.
lose Jorah, obviously I lose Jorah anyway. But as soon as I lose the vets as well, because I'd positioned them really stupidly, I'm trying to shortcut
Yeah.
to this way. I should have come around the back. As soon as I try and shortcut, you pick them off, and then it's like, well, rip. Now it's game over. Because I have to get my 2 units engaged with your 2, and I can't easily do that in the front. Plus the Lannister supremacy. I mean, again, I'm playing a really questionable list. It's not a list I'd normally run.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, the Lannister supremacy absolutely hampers me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want this. Ideally, this unit wants to be in the flanks. The veterans want to be doing the work. This unit wants to be doing a lot on one unit. If I can pick off, if I could get my 3 units on your 2 on this flank, as was the intention of my battle plan, I'd have been absolutely fine. So if these 3 units have mashed up against each other, I mean, I felt very comfortable in that the Tywin was burnt early. The triple counterplot from your list was burnt by the end of round 2. You had no counterplots by the end of round 2. So I'm controlling the field in that sense, but the amount of tempo that you'd gained by controlling myself, and me throwing my vets away and you capitalizing on that, meant that I didn't have a comeback mechanic in the later rounds. If my vets were still alive over here on this round, this is a completely different game. Or even over here,
No, for sure.
Yeah, I just have no comeback mechanic after that.
No, that's exactly what I was thinking with with all the counterplots and all the Tywin plays. Maybe they didn't necessarily need to be played just then. What I thought is I've gained a massive tempo advantage by killing that unit early, and as a result from that, I felt okay. Well, I'll just use as many of my resources as I can, even if it's suboptimally, just to keep me so far ahead on the score, so that even if you do come back somehow, I'm still going to hit 10 before you do. Essentially, the thinking, because the Tywin shutdown just completely shuts down the Flayman for an entire turn, which basically meant that they did nothing for 2 turns. I mean, realistically, they didn't even attack all game, unless I'm mistaken.
No, they didn't, because I took the risky 3+ charge on at the start of the game in an attempt to get into you. In a fight that I felt more comfortable with, but after that they were Tywin switched off in round 3, which is where you score 4 points from controlling the board. Dubiously, you probably should have just on round, I can't remember if it was round 2 or round 3, there was an opportunity to just take the swords, and you kind of hesitated and activated Kevin and did it with the Kevin activation. You should have just taken the swords, because you have so many more activations than me, it doesn't matter if you lose one, because I've lost these 2 units.
Right.
So everything we spoke about like before the game, in terms of like, where we literally talked about it a lot, didn't we? Talked about the merit between 2 and 3 NCU. And you kind of said there, we talked about the merits of 3 NCUs, I don't want to skip one. It's like, that's the perfect time where you just don't care.
Oh, I see.
And the situation was manufactured where the 3 was... you didn't need to skip with the 3 because you weren't losing your advantage by doing so.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
I mean, before the game, obviously, we spoke about it. How do you feel about playing with 3 NCUs instead of 2?
Honestly, really, really good. This definitely feels like a very unorthodox mission compared to all the other missions that exist. Honestly, having not only 3 NCUs, but having 2 expensive NCUs, I really felt did so much for me. Because just Tyrion and Tywin each can just go, okay, there's not a single unit in that quadrant, cool, I'll just take it. Whereas 4-point NCUs can't. So, I think the list, or the NCU choice, was massively advantageous in this particular mission.
It was, yeah. The mission turned out to being very favourable for the NCU setup you had. But that is what it is. But even so,
exactly.
like, is it the first time you've run 3 NCUs?
No, I have run it before.
Right.
So I started with 2, had a few games with 3, and I mean, I think I won all those games. And then I went back to 2, and incidentally, I think I've been losing a little more since then.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. I think essentially like we talked about earlier, my thinking was I really want board control, and I thought, okay, so having Gregor as a 5th, or in the case of my other list, 6th activation on the board might be more useful than a Cersei or a Bolton, something like that. That being said, because like we spoke about earlier, I was under the impression that in a 3 NCU versus a 3 NCU build, whichever player goes first essentially also gets to go last. And I didn't want to build my list in a way that someone could control because of their list design who goes first, second, unless I'm going against Free Folk. But now that I actually know about the kind of passing mechanic and how you can guarantee going last if you have the same activations, that alone just massively changes my opinion of 3 NCUs. And so, to be honest, I think I'm probably gonna stick with this. I do like the NCU build I have here. I think particularly in this list, say downgrading Tyrion, I just loved the card draw. It did so much for me. I played a lot of cards this game, and it's not even turn 5 yet. I went through borderline my entire deck. Plus the once per game counterplot can be really, really clutch. Tywin, I just love Tywin. I really do. Is he the best NCU in the game? Probably not, but just that little control, because even if I really wanted to kill these guys, so let's say I charge in, I deal a decent amount of damage, but I don't kill you, you then do the fallback thing. It wouldn't be the most optimal use of him, but I could in that case just go, okay, Tywin is going to kill them, shut down the Flayed so that if you do succeed that charge, it's not as painful for me, and then I'm still in a pretty similar situation. And that's what I really like about Tywin. He is 6 points, which is a lot, but just that added flexibility of just going, it's a win more, but a win more and more and more and more and more. And against a situation like Bournemouth, it's just huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely gonna be sticking with 3 NCUs.
Cool. Well, I'm glad I convinced you before the game.
Yeah, definitely.
In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have done, because the game would have been a lot easier for me. But
yeah, no, for sure. But I do appreciate it, though.
No, it's all right. So yeah, don't really think there's much else to it. I know, early game. I mean, I'm running an absolutely trash list for this matchup, I think. Two bad lists I put in just because I'm trying to get wins with Targaryens in bad commanders, in bad factions, and neutrals. Was it Ramsey and Dario that I had in? Yeah. running janky Stormcrow dervishes, there's a unit you basically never see.
I was about to say,
yeah.
I wasn't sure if I should be afraid of them or not, but
No,
I mean,
they're
they do
trash.
interesting things, but
They
for
do.
the point,
It's
it's
interesting, but it's not good.
yeah.
But I'm
Out
just
of
trying things out. So.
curiosity,
Yeah.
out of curiosity, what are your opinion on, I guess, chiromancers? So pyromancers with Kyber inside of them. That was kind of what my list was before this. It was essentially take out the Knight's Castle Rock, put in chiromancers for the exact same cost, and then replace Baelish with Mountain That Rides. I do think I like the Knights a lot more, but out of curiosity, what do you think, or how effective do you think the pyromancers are? Particularly with Kaiban to make them invulnerable or unweakenable.
I think if you'd have run that unit, I'd have straight up beaten you without any challenge whatsoever.
Yeah, probably.
Like I think that same game could have been played and it would have not been a game the other way around. You made this not a game by killing a unit early on that mattered, with a good set of plays, where you noticed a gap. With that unit, you don't have plays, and I just kill you.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's straight up a really bad trade. Arguably, the Knights of Castle Rock could have been Flayed Men, and I think a lot of people would have preferred to go Flayed Men. But yeah, Knights of Castle Rock being Knights of Castle Rock, sometimes they hurt, sometimes they're absolute trash. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No. What lists? I mean, I guess the final. Actually, no. I'll save that. But yeah, no, it was enjoyable enough game.
Yeah, definitely.
Means I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board. No, I'll try out some more meme shit with Ramsay Snow. He's fucking terrible. I hate him as a commander.
Yeah.
He's got one good card and sadness after that point, really. All right then. Well, thank you very much for the game, and I will.
Thank you very much as well.
I'll just close the stream down. So 2 seconds. Thanks for
Amazing.
watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. I got absolutely pasted. That's what happens when you make really crucial mistakes on round 1 with a unit that matters. So yeah, something to learn from that game is don't try and be clever. Sometimes just doing solid things and playing a slower game is more important. So yeah, that was me trying to just get the game done faster than it needed to be done. Yeah, some big mistakes there from myself. I hate the list. The list is not a list I will like to run again. Dervishes are not fun to use. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoyed it. I'll be back for probably some more, either later today or tomorrow or whenever I play another game. Take it easy, guys.